The crystalline halls of the dragon court echoed with mocking laughter as Queen Kinza, sovereign of the giant dragons of Zerion Prime, listened to the human ambassador's proposal. Her scales, each the size of a dinner plate and shimmering with an otherworldly iridescence, rippled with amusement. "Breeding?" she hissed, her voice like thunder rolling across mountains. "You jest, little human. Your species barely lives a century while we are eternal. Your bodies are soft flesh and brittle bone, while ours are forged from starfire and cosmic metal." Adam Chen stood unflinching before the massive dragoness, his diplomatic uniform crisp, despite the journey across 3 star systems to reach this moment. At barely 6 feet tall, he was dwarfed by Kinza's 100-foot frame. Yet his voice carried clearly through the vast throne chamber. "Your Majesty," he said, bowing respectfully, "the genetic compatibility studies show promising results. Our species share more than you might expect. The potential offspring could bridge our civilizations, ending the 1,000-year Cold War between Earth and Zerion. The other dragons in the court, ancient beings whose scales bore the scars of stellar conflicts, rumbled their derision. Some exhaled small jets of plasma in their amusement, the superheated gas dissipating harmlessly in the chamber's atmosphere. "Humans," sneered General Vorthak, Kinza's chief military advisor, "are nothing but clever vermin. What could their weak genetics possibly add to our perfect bloodline?" But Adam had done his research. "Your Majesty, our weakness is actually our strength. Humans adapt. We survive in environments that would kill most species. We innovate under pressure. We've colonized worlds from frozen ice moons to desert planets with nothing but determination and ingenuity." Kinza's enormous golden eyes fixed on him, suddenly serious. "And what makes you think I would consider such an arrangement with you specifically human?" "Because," Adam said, meeting her gaze without fear, "you're curious. You've studied our species for decades. You know we're more than we appear." The truth was, Adam had volunteered for this mission knowing it was likely a one-way trip. Earth's population was growing desperate as the dragon embargo strangled their trade routes. Someone had to take the ultimate risk for diplomacy. Months passed. To everyone's surprise, Kinza agreed to the experimental union, not out of romantic interest but scientific curiosity. The other dragons mocked her decision, calling it the folly of a queen too long without challenge. The gestation period defied all biological models. Neither human nor dragon development patterns applied. As Kinza's condition became apparent, the mockery from the dragon court intensified. "Look how the mighty have fallen," whispered the court nobles, "breeding with livestock." But Kinza noticed changes in herself that troubled and fascinated her. Her plasma breath had cooled to a temperature that wouldn't instantly incinerate most materials. Her scales had developed new nerve clusters, making her more sensitive to her environment. Most strangely, she found herself thinking in new ways, considering problems from angles that had never occurred to her immortal mind. Adam, meanwhile, had been experiencing his own transformations. His human metabolism had slowed dramatically. His bones had become denser, stronger. His skin had developed a slight metallic sheen that deflected heat and radiation. The day of birth arrived like a cosmic storm. Kinza's roars shook the planet as she went into labor, plasma lightning arcing between her claws. The court physicians had never seen anything like it. The birthing process required both human medical knowledge and draconic healing arts working in unprecedented cooperation. When the first egg cracked open, silence fell across the chamber. The creature that emerged was neither fully human nor dragon, but something entirely new. It had scales that shifted color with emotion, wings that could fold into an almost human silhouette, and eyes that held both the ancient wisdom of dragons and the creative spark of humanity. But the second egg revealed an even greater surprise. The twin that emerged was different, more human in appearance but with draconic strength, able to withstand the crushing atmospheric pressure of Zerion Prime while maintaining human agility and adaptability. "Non-identical twins," Adam whispered in amazement. "They've inherited different combinations of our traits." The court fell silent. These children represented something unprecedented in dragon history. Not just genetic diversity, but hybrid vigor beyond anything they'd imagined. General Vorthak approached cautiously. The more draconic twin looked up at him and spoke its first word, not in the ancient dragon tongue, but in perfect galactic standard, "Hello." The more human-appearing twin spread wings that shouldn't have been able to support its body weight and lifted effortlessly into the air, performing aerial maneuvers that would have challenged experienced dragon warriors. Queen Kinza's mocking laughter was gone, replaced by something Adam had never heard from a dragon: wonder. "They're perfect," she said, her massive head lowering to nuzzle her offspring. "They carry the best of both our worlds." As news spread throughout the galaxy, the implications became clear. These twins represented not just the end of the human-dragon conflict, but the beginning of something greater. They could survive in environments hostile to both parent species, think with both ancient wisdom and innovative creativity, and bridge cultures that had never understood each other. The mockery had ended. The future had begun. Adam looked at his impossible family and smiled. Humanity had always been defined by its ability to adapt and overcome. Now, quite literally, they would reach for the stars with wings of their own making. In the end, it wasn't human weakness or dragon strength that saved both species. It was the courage to become something neither had imagined possible.